all the exciting things that are, oops, sorry, all of the exciting things that are happening. And then I will leave some time for questions and answers because I know there's going to be a lot of questions. So basically, Atlantis has 4 different hotels with different price points throughout the entire resort. So, and there they are, the Coral, the Royal, the Reef, and the Cove, which I have to close this down so you can see everything. There we go. Okay, there they are, the 4, that's a map of the property. So the Royal Towers is our iconic tower, and it is currently undergoing renovations. So we have 2 wings in the Royal Towers, and the East Wing is almost done. It'll be done very soon, but right now, anytime you're booking any room in the Royal Towers, it's going to be a renovated room. So we are not selling any of the non-renovated rooms. So this is what the new room is going to look like. It's absolutely magnificent. We have a lot of suites in the Royal Towers as well. This is a picture of the Regal Suite, and this is all the decor that in the renovated rooms. Then we have our lead-in price point is the Coral Towers, which has also been renovated. It was renovated a couple of years ago, but the hotel during the pandemic, which we are still in, was closed for about a year. So none of the rooms were stayed in, obviously. So it has a nice fresh look to it. And this is what the guest room looks like. So you can see we have the beautiful tile as opposed to carpeting. And so that is all in the Coral Towers. So you might be familiar with the Beach Tower, which is closed. And we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. So right now, our lead-in price point is the Coral Towers. And that's a picture of the Regal Suites. So then we have 2 luxury properties at the hotel. We have the Cove Atlantis and the Reef Atlantis. Excuse me. The Cove and the Reef Atlantis are both our luxury properties. So the Cove is an all-suite property. It is, a lot of people think that it's going to be adult only, but it's not. It's adult oriented. We have a pool at the Cove, which is exclusive to guests that are 18 and older because there's gaming and drinking at the pool. So that is the one place at the hotel that is adult only, but the rest of the hotel, people come with their families and things and they want to stay in the luxurious accommodation. So we do allow children at the Cove. There is another pool that is shared by Cove and Reef guests, which is called the Cascades. And that is someplace that it's family oriented. And then of course they have use of all the facilities over at Atlantis. This is our concierge level at the Cove. It's called Club Lapis, and it was just redone a couple of months ago and reopened as Lapis. So the people that have access to this club lounge are anybody that is staying on the club level, which is the top couple of levels of the hotel, or any of our super suites. And the super suites that's a picture of the regular ocean suite. So the super suites are the Azure suites, which are the 1 and 2 bedrooms, and then the Sapphire suites and Presidential and Penthouse. So all of those, no matter where they are in the resort, have access to the club lounge. And in the club lounge, you have food presentations throughout the day. We do allow children in there, so they come in. A lot of people come in for breakfast. So it's a really nice place to, to hang out or come in before dinner and have a cocktail and an hors d'oeuvre and what have you. So then we have the Reef, which is also luxury, but it's residential style luxury. So we have studios that have kitchenettes, and then we have 1 and 2 bedrooms that have full kitchens. So this is a resident style accommodations. We do have a sundry store in the lobby. It's an expanded sundry store. So it has bread, eggs, cheese, cereal, things that you can purchase to bring up to your suite. We don't have anything like major cooking items like steak and things like that. Most people are just using it for breakfast and for snacks and things like that. We don't have a restaurant at the Reef. We have a Starbucks cafe because most people will go over to Atlantis to enjoy the different restaurants. So this is great for families, multi-generational families. The grandparents are coming down. They are bringing everybody And so they want to stay at the reef. So they have full access of everything at Atlantis. They're just a little bit more secluded, and they have some private access to their pool and their beach as well. So that's a picture of the penthouse. So at Atlantis, I'm sure you have heard of the different water features at the resort. We have an area called the Dig, which is underneath the Royal Towers, and it is a chamber of 17 different chambers with the different sea animals that are protecting the artifacts of Atlantis. And this is included in the price of the room. We also have wonderful, there it is, Aquaventure, which is the water park, which I'm sure you've heard about, which has the different slides and things that people that are staying at the resort can experience. So no matter where you're staying at the resort, you have full access to Aquaventure and all of the pools and slides and things like that. We do have some day passes that we sell off the cruise ships on a very limited basis, especially now during COVID. It's extremely limited. So it's mostly for the guests of the hotel. We have 11 different pools and cabanas, and one of the most beautiful things at the resort are the white sand beaches that we have. We have miles and miles of white sand beaches. So we have a lot of programs for kids. We have our Atlantis Kids Adventures, which is for the younger children, and it's more like it's a camp. But then we also have a club that's called Crush Teen Club, which is open in the evenings. You know, teenagers are a very difficult age at any resort. They are too young, obviously, to go into the casino, and they don't want to go to anything that resembles anything that has to do with the camp. So we have a teen club for them, which is open at night, and you know, it's ages 13 to 17. So 18 is the gaming and drinking age at the Bahamas. So at 18, they're really not interested in being a teen club. They want to go to the casino and the bars and the different things at the resort. So for adults, we have a lot of adult experiences too. We have a wonderful spa, which is located between the Cove and Reef and the Royal Towers, the Mandara Spa. We have an Ocean Club golf course, which is about a 10-minute complimentary shuttle ride away from the resort, surrounded by water on 3 sides. It's absolutely a beautiful course. We have a fitness center, and access to the fitness center is included in the resort fee, which we'll talk about in a minute. And then, of course, we have a wonderful casino that kind of links everything together. The casino is really an entertainment complex because it has the casino in the middle, and it has bars and shops and restaurants and things surrounding it. So it's great. We have a Marina Village, which is located across from the resort. So this is something that has a lot of different lively bars and shops and restaurants. A lot of the restaurants are part of the hotel, so you can sign back to your room. And it's really great because, you know, one of the things when we built this is that, you know, people are coming to the Bahamas, so they want to be outside and enjoy the fresh air and the beauty of the Bahamas. So we have the Marina Village, which is located there. At the Marina Village, we have Art Walk, and it happens every second and fourth Saturday. And the different artisans from the Bahamas come in and display their wares. And it's really another thing that the guests really, really enjoy. We have lots of nightlife at the resort. We also have wonderful restaurants. We have, you know, a lot of people talk about dining being very expensive, but we are definitely comparable to any other resort in the Caribbean or large city or theme park. We have a lot of fine dining. I'm sure you are all familiar with Jose Andres, who has World Kitchen and World Central Kitchen, and he's been doing a lot of charity work, and he has his restaurant Fish, which is located at the Cove. We have Olives by Todd English, which is located in the casino, and a Japanese restaurant called Nobu, and then Cafe Martinique, which is our fine French restaurant. So we have a lot of gourmet dining, but we also have a lot of casual dining because not everybody wants to have gourmet dining all the time. So we have casual dining, and we have a lot of Bahamian influenced restaurants because, you know, people are coming to the Bahamas and they really want to experience what the Bahamas is all about. So we have a lot of different things. We have a conch shack For those of you who are familiar with the Bahamas, conch salad is very popular, conch fritters. So we have that available at the resort as well. We have buffet dining, and we have, as I mentioned before, a lot of different bars. Now, I mentioned before about the resort fee. We do have a resort fee, but this is something that if you are booking a package through any of your preferred operators or direct with the resort, it is pre-collected. So your clients do not have to pay this at the hotel. It is something that they have access to all of these different things. Aquaventure, the Wi-Fi, which used to be $29 per person per day, per room per day. And so all of this is included, they pay this in advance. So they're not nickel and dimed, and they don't have to pay anything when they check out. Any of you that are interested, we do have a rewards program called Atlantis Ambassador. And you just go on atlantisambassador.com, and it gives you all of the information, how to sign up and how to redeem rewards for bookings made to Atlantis. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with Paradise Island, and Paradise Island is a quick plane ride from Florida and from the United States. There's air service throughout all the country. And what's really great about the Bahamas is that you pre-clear US Customs in the Bahamas, and they just recently added TSA pre-check. So it's a really seamless thing. So when you go to a lot of other destinations, Caribbean destinations, you get off the plane, you have to go through customs and all of that. You do this in the Bahamas. So when you get back to your state, you just get off the plane and go home. You don't have to clear anything because it's all done in advance. So this just gives you an idea of the map of the resort. You go from downtown Nassau and take the bridge over to Paradise Island. And this is a map just of the islands of the Bahamas. There are 700 islands in the Bahamas. Not all of them are inhabited. And this gives you an idea of where Nassau is located, with New Providence, which is the capital of Nassau. There are lots of different flights into the destination. And there's also a lot of things to do outside of the resort. If you ever want to leave the resort, there are plenty of things to do as well. But you really don't need to leave the resort because there's a lot of things to do. We have travel agent rates, and they are 30% off our best available rate. And you just go on atlantisbahamas.com/travel agent, and it'll give you all the information. So I just want to talk a little bit about some new things that are coming. Well, actually, this is a new thing that has already come. We have an Atlantis mobile app, which you can download. And so people that are going to Atlantis, they can download it in advance and look at all the things. That's half the fun of, I think, enjoying your trip, is the pre-planning of all of the different things that you're going to be doing when you're at the resort. There are Atlantis gift cards that are available for purchase. We are going to renovate the casino in, well, probably pretty soon, because it was already spring. So that's going to be happening. The Dragon's Lounge is going to be redone, as well as the Moon Bar. And we are going to open another restaurant at the Cove, and it's going to be called Paranza, and it's an Italian type of restaurant. So a little while ago, I was talking about the beach tower. So the beach tower has been closed. So it closed when we closed down for the pandemic, and it did not reopen. It is going to be reimagined as a lifestyle hotel called Somewhere Else by David Grutman and Pharrell Williams. I'm sure you're familiar with Pharrell Williams, and this will open in 2024. So we don't have a lot of details on it, but we do have some renderings of what the rooms are going to look like. So it's going to be a very upscale experience. We have our Atlantis Live series at the hotel. We have the Today Show coming. We have a concert that's coming this weekend, but that's very soon, Pentatonics. And then we have Sheryl Crow, who's coming in May, and Shawn Mendes. And so we have a lot of things. We just built an amphitheater, which has all the different concerts, and they're outside, so people feel comfortable going outside. We also have Battle for Atlantis, and we just recently added Women's Battle for Atlantis. So that's a basketball tournament of all the different college teams. And then next year, we're going to have something called Taste of Paradise, which is a food and wine festival. So we've got a lot of things coming up at the resort. One other thing that I wanted to mention is I know you guys are part of Travel Leaders. So if you book the Cove and the Reef, our luxury properties through the Select program, we do pass through the amenities. So not a lot of people do that, but we do pass through the different amenities for the Travel Leaders Select program. So that's pretty much everything in a nutshell. I know I wanted to leave some time, so we had time for questions. I'm sure there's lots of questions. So feel free to put any questions you have in the chat. I will try to answer them. If I don't know the answers, I will get back to everybody and let you know the answers.
Awesome.
So,
thank you so much, Nina. If everyone could please hop in the chat box and thank Nina for that power pack. Lots of nuggets, information on Atlantis. Please go ahead.
It's a lot of information, but it's you know, it's pretty easy to navigate. You know, Atlantis is a large property, but the way that it's laid out, it's really not that difficult. And the thing about it that's really important for you is to know where at Atlantis your clients are going to want to stay, because we have the different price points and the different things available to them. No matter where they're staying, they have access to everything in Atlantis, but you really want to make sure that you know where they want to stay at the hotel.
Awesome. Okay. And as well, before we hop into the questions, if I could get everyone to type in their email, that way I could pull those and get those sent over to Nina if she likes to follow up with anyone on email.
Awesome.
I can get those over to her. Please go ahead and drop your email in there, please. So we got some questions in. The first one is, do you have a PDF of the presentation for us to see, or will we find everything on the website? Great.
Everything is on the website. Yeah, we don't have unfortunately, we don't have a PDF of this presentation because things do change quite often, as you know. So everything that I talked about is on our website, and we have a lot of downloadable and things that you can send to your clients.
Oh, Myers, I'm getting you ready, girl.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
All right. So our next question is, I do destination weddings and honeymoons. Are there any packages?
We have an entire wedding team. So if you when you send me the emails, if you put weddings by your email, then I will forward it to our wedding department and they can send you all that information. Absolutely.
Perfect. All right. So is this an all-inclusive property?
It is not an all-inclusive property. We are not all-inclusive. We are an EP property.
Thank you. Can you list again the 4 components and price points at this property? Can you be a little bit more direct, Cheryl, with that question as far as what
I think they just wanted to know about the different hotels. So we have the Coral, which is our lead-in price point, then the Royal, which is our iconic tower. And then the 2 properties that are the luxury properties are the Cove and the Reef. And so the Cove is an all-suite hotel and the Reef is residence style. And all of that information is also on the website, which is atlantisbahamas.com. It tells you a little bit more about each of the hotels at Atlantis.
And she says, thank you, perfect. Next question is, are any of the properties handicap accessible?
They all have some degree of handicapped accessible rooms. Yes.
Awesome. Make sure I did not pass up any other questions. Again, if you have any questions at this time, will be the perfect time to drop those in there. Are brochures available?
We are in the process of reprinting brochures. We have something that we call Atlantis at a Glance, which basically is an abbreviated brochure that has descriptions of the different properties at the hotel, because it just seems that more and more people are not wanting, we're kind of on the fence on what we're going to do as far as brochures, because a lot of people are not looking for hard brochures, but we do have some PDFs of those items on the website, or if you want, I can send it to you as well.
All right. Are there shuttles between all properties? Are there shuttles between all properties, or is everything walking distance?
That's a good question, and I didn't bring that up. Yes, we do have a shuttle that goes back and forth between all the towers. You can walk it, obviously. And during the day, most people do walk the resort, but at night you're dressed up, you're wearing your heels for those people that still wear heels. And so you can hop on a shuttle, and we have dedicated shuttles that go from the Cove and Reef to the Royal, because those people are staying in the luxury properties and they're paying a premium to stay there, and we don't want them to have to wait. So every 3 or 4 minutes, a shuttle is leaving from those properties. But yes, we do have shuttles that go between the properties.
Awesome. So if I book a room, could I do a site inspection?
Say that one more time.
We have someone asking, if I book a room there, could I do a site inspection?
We have one person in our sales department at the hotel. So depending on her schedule, we can send her an email and see when she's available to do a site inspection. Absolutely.
Awesome. And we have another question. Does Gene Cohen still work there as VP?
I don't know who that is, so obviously not.
Alrighty. Okay, are there alternatives for those who are vegan, vegetarian, or have food allergies?
Yeah, there's lots of different options. They just need to, when they're making their dining reservations, which they can do online, they just need to indicate what those things are. If they have allergies or anything like that, and the restaurants are very good about accommodating those type of things.
Awesome.
We don't have any specific vegan restaurant or whatever, but there's plenty of options available at the restaurants.
Thank you. Would you prefer for us to book direct or book through, like you said, travel leaders because of
It really depends, because if you have to book through the Travel Leaders Select program in order to get the amenities. As far as, booking anything else, the Royal or the Coral, it really depends, because when you book through the hotel, you get 10% commission. And I don't know what your relationships are with the different operators, because a lot of the operators, they do pay higher commissions. So it really depends on what's best for you.
Definitely makes sense. Thank you for that. Are there COVID restrictions? Are there COVID restrictions on the webpage?
There are, because the website links to the because everything with COVID is set by the Bahamas. It's not set by Atlantis, so it links you to the Bahamas website. I know there is a COVID test required to get into the country. They have relaxed the mask mandates at Atlantis, and then the United States still requires a COVID test to return. I think through the Bahamas, you have to purchase a travel health visa, and those return tests are covered in that visa, and you can get them right at the hotel. And as soon as you get to the hotel, you make your reservation for your test. And it's, from what I understand, I haven't been back there yet, but most of my colleagues have, and it's very seamless. But things are changing on a daily basis, so it's always best to go to the Bahamas website and see what the most current thing is, because things are changing on a daily basis.
Thank you. I'm gonna tie this question in as one. So this is pertaining to fees. Is there a fee for the Crush Teen Club and the Art Walk?
There is no fee for the Art Walk. There are fees for the Crush Club, and it varies based on occupancy and a lot of different things. There are fees for that, and there are fees for the camp, but there is no fee for the Art Walk.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so you mentioned things for ages 3 and up, for the families with children under 3 can enjoy. What about children under 3? Are they free?
Are they what? Are they
Children under 3, are they free?
free for what?
If you could elaborate on that one for us, Annabelle, please. And we'll come back to that. Next question, are there marketing materials we are required to use when posting booking via social media?
We do have certain approved photographs and things and whatever, because, you know, obviously they have people in them, they have to be approved and whatever. So yeah, we have a marketing department that can help you out with that.
Perfect. All right, so circling back to that last question, are there activities that families with younger children can enjoy?
Well, you know, the younger children, the problem is that you have to be 42 inches to go on the slides. So for the younger children, we have a pool called Splashers, which, you know, obviously the parents want to be with the kids if they're, you know, under 3. And they, you know, they can take them into there, and they have like a bucket that puts water on your head and all that fun stuff. And we do have babysitting services as well. But in order to go to the camp, you have to be potty trained.
I would imagine. Thank you.
Yeah.
What is the casino like? Could I get more information about it?
Okay, the casino it's like a normal casino that has slot machines, craps, blackjack, and all of that. The thing that's different about our casino than the casinos in Vegas is that we have the windows that look to the outside, which is very rare, because usually when you're in a casino, they don't want you to know what time of the day it is. But we want people, the casino is an amenity of our hotel. It's not the focus of the hotel like it is in Vegas. So we want people to, see what they're there to see. So we have all the different types of things available in there. And then within the casino, surrounding the casino, there are bars and shops and restaurants and things and what have you.
Are free drinks included at the casino?
If you're gambling.
Perfect. And then are children under 3 free for the hotel stay?
Yes.
All right. So going once.
I think it's under 12, I believe.
Oh, perfect. That's good to know.
12 and up is considered to be a junior, or, what have you. So yeah.
All righty. So going once, going twice. If anyone has any other questions, please go ahead.
And if you come up with any questions that you come up with later, you can just, you guys can send me an email and I'll get the answers to you.
I will go ahead and drop your email in there so that they have that.
Awesome.
And there you are. All right, so since there are no more questions, I am going to go ahead and close it up, guys. I do want to thank Nina for gracing us with her time this evening. She could have been anywhere else. You guys could have been anywhere else tonight, but you decided to
thank you all for attending. I really appreciate it.
Awesome, awesome. So as our 1-star platinum says, thank you guys. We pray, we grind, because we are elite. So again, thank you, everyone. This webinar is officially over. Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.